Fellow Rotarians, winners, and guests, today's program is one of the happiest and best occasions that Seattle 4 celebrates all year. Today we honor a group of remarkable young people, selected by their schools, recognizing their demonstrated commitment to pursue their education despite great odds. This program specifically honors students who might not otherwise be so recognized. Some of the winners who join us today are immigrants who had to learn English to get started in their new homeland. Many come from large families and have responsibilities for family members, both younger and older than they. Money is tight for everyone. Some beat serious addictions quite heroically. Some beat getting sucked under by our court system. At least one lost family members to gang violence. Some had to overcome learning or other physical disability, and they figured out how to excel in school anyway. They include musicians, aspiring chefs, and outstanding athletes. Reading through all their stories brought tears to my eyes. One story stands out. It shows particular dedication to learning and excelling in school, a trait that they all share. This winner is an immigrant from a culture that doesn't encourage the education of girls. Because of that, she sought to come to America as a refugee to go to school. Determined to succeed, she wrote, "I have been given the key. The key to success is the opportunity and possibility to further my education. Since I have been given this key, I will not waste it." She wants to go into nursing or public health. Now, I'd like to invite everyone in this room to join me in a brief exercise. Whoever you are, whether you're a 15-year-old 10th grader, or if you're now in the 10th decade of your life, for this audience spans that entire spectrum. And every person in this room has something in common that we can all think about together. Ask yourself right now, answer this question to yourself. Who is the best teacher I ever had? Who helped you to love learning, brought a subject to life, made it real and lively to you? Who encouraged and inspired you, even by correcting you when you needed it? Maybe it was a coach. Maybe it was a music or a drama teacher. Who did you really respect for the way they handled themselves, the work ethic they showed, the preparation and follow-through that they gave? Everyone here can have someone in mind right now. For myself, I'm back in 3rd grade at West Mercer Elementary. And everybody can picture the power of that teacher who shaped us, helped us, inspired us. The power of a great teacher to benefit hundreds of young lives and touch them permanently is enormous. Great teachers are gold. They provide an enormous return on investment to society. And unfortunately, the opposite is also true. For study after study shows that ineffective teachers in the classroom have just as much impact on young lives the other way around. 2 straight years of ineffective teachers, and study after study shows the student never recovers. This event today is organized by your Youth, Schools, and Early Learning Committee. In our meetings, We've had animated discussions about this subject, discussions we urge you to come and join. Today, we're celebrating a very determined, self-motivated group of young people, the kind of people who tend to succeed wherever they are. In the Youth Schools and Early Learning Committee, we hear a lot about a great many more students who are not here today. And way too many of them don't stay in school at all. Seeing the world become ever more divided into haves and have-nots, starting with having or not having a high school diploma, is the last thing any Rotarian wants to see. We think the most important thing to happen in the Seattle schools in years was accomplished last fall, when the new contract with the teachers union for the first time included language requiring teacher assessments to take student achievement into account. You may be surprised to learn that that was not previously the case. Everyone in this room, whatever your profession, understands that with professionalism comes accountability. After years of concerted effort, that principle of insisting on teacher accountability for student learning at last made it into the contract, and now it needs to be carried out. When the layoffs come, and they will, they must spare the most effective teachers, the teachers that the kids and their parents hope they will get, regardless of seniority. All of the committee members want to make a difference for the Seattle schools. By involving your club with public education, we want to see reform. We want to help drive real results that fit this club's other signature accomplishments, like building Wellspring Family Services or building the Boys and Girls Club. Seattle 4 has high standards and does big things. In that spirit and to that end, we want to be a truly valued partner to the district. Your Youth Schools and Early Learning Committee meets one Tuesday morning a month at Stoll Reeves. We are regularly joined by experts and civic leaders, interesting people, talking about really important things. Co-chairs this year are Patrick D'Amelio and Mike Mondello. The committee includes all of the people who've run the Alliance for Education since it began 16 years ago, including the current CEO, Sarah Morris. Now, today, we have as our main speaker someone who might just inspire some of our winners to consider careers in teaching, as there is scarcely a nobler or more rewarding way to use one's life than by being a great teacher. And a great teacher comes to mind to each one of us. Someday, some of these winners can be thought of the same way that that special person is thought of by you. And young people the caliber of these winners are great candidates to become great teachers in a reformed system, rewarding and nurturing excellence, applying the right incentives to drive the right outcomes for everyone. Today's main speaker, Dr. Paul Hill, is the director of the Center on Reinventing Public Education and professor at UW-Bothell. His career spans over 40 years as an expert on education issues. He has a BA from Seattle U and his master's and PhD from Ohio State. Before he came to the UW, he spent 17 years as a senior social scientist in the Washington office of the Rand Corporation, working on a wide range of education system issues. His topic today is winning public education, what it will look like, why it matters vitally to everyone in this room, and how it will afford a winning future to our winners for life. Fellow Rotarians, winners, and guests, Dr. Paul Hill.